Bro, I assure you, you really don't know what you are capable of until you are given opportunity. Some people have not done certain things, not because they can't do it and they won't do it. It's because they've not been given opportunity. I was in Kigali some weeks ago, and then I finished what I had to do that day, went into my room to rest. And then all of a sudden, around 9 p.m., I heard a knock on my door. I said, who know me for Rwanda again? Who they can't find me? So I got up, went to my door, and I saw a young lady, all sprawled, looking like sliced bread. I said, ah. I said, yes. He said, do you have anything you need? I want to come and help you if you have anything you need. I said, need. He came late. Satan came late. Not now. Not when I have walked with God to the level where God continues to tell me just a little more. Not now. That they couldn't try in Nigeria. They waited for me to, so that I will clean my mouth. You know, when you eat sometimes you clean them. If you stayed with roommates that refuse to contribute money for cooking, there's a secret technology you learn is chop and clean mouth. It's a technology. So everybody will go out in the morning, all the pots are facing down, clean. Because nobody wants to contribute. Then when you go out, you eat, load your belly. Then when you come back in the night, you take a corner and say, you don't chop. They thought that I could just go there and there. The first thing I did was to call my wife. I said, see what happened now. And sure to the woman of God, she said, lock all the doors, lock all the doors. Lock the doors, lock. Make sure those doors are locked, young man. You don't, I assure you, that the reason you have not done certain things is not because you don't want to. You have not yet been tempted. In the day that Satan presents his goods, we will know what it is that has been sitting on the table of your heart. And you know, the warfare of Satan is very subtle. He knows that if he brings it as it is, the weakest amongst us will discern it. So we package it like a promotion. Package it like a breakthrough. Package it like an open door. It will take a man who is totally sold, who recognizes that what is in the balance is the souls of men. Let's go further. Go to 29. I'll soon begin to tie this up so we can pray. Pilate then went out to them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man? Next verse. They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor, we will not have delivered him unto thee. Next verse. Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him, and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death. Do you understand what's happening here? Automatically, they are saying that first, Pilate is trying to extricate himself from these affairs. So he says, what has this man done? If he sinned according to your law. Remember that the original thing that brought them here was that Jesus did what? Blasphemy. Are we together? So that sin was against their law. So Pilate was saying, he has not sinned against the state. This is not a war for a kingdom against a kingdom. This is a war for a kingdom within itself. Are you here? Now, if this is a war within your jurisdiction, why not try him according to your laws? So immediately Satan sees an opportunity and says, he introduces the ultimate penalty. Because if you blaspheme against God, the consequence is that you should be stoned to death. But they now say that, look, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death. They didn't want to defile themselves. So they were trying to shift the responsibility to Pilate. To do that, they needed to change the charge. Are you with me? Because if they came with this charge of blasphemy, Pilate will not be willing to be a tool to execute judgment. So they needed to make it attractive to Pilate somehow. Bring it to a point where Pilate will not be able to excuse himself. And they changed the judgment. Go to the next verse. 32. They changed the charge. That the saying of Jesus might be fulfilled, which is spoke, signifying which death he should die. Because Jesus, the Bible tells us that for this reason was he made manifest. He came that he might die and to deliver men from their sins. He came to die the death of the cross. That's what brought him. All the things that Jesus did in his life were beautiful. But the most important thing of his invasion of earth was his death, burial, and resurrection. The miracles were nice. The healings were nice. The thousands that he fed were nice. But all of that is secondary to the primary reason that brought him. He came to die the death of the sinner. That's why he came. Stay with me. Next verse. 33. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again and called Jesus and said unto him, now they had changed the charge. Art thou the King of the Jews? Next verse. Jesus says, sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? They saw that they could not crucify him for blasphemy, so they brought up a charge to say that he was equating himself with Caesar. Because if Jesus dared to claim that he was king, it meant that he was challenging Caesar to a battle. Because the Jews were supposed to be under the jurisdiction of who? Of Caesar. So Pilate now must have heard them when they said it's not lawful for us to put a man to death. Probably that conversation is not included here. Somebody would have asked, why kill him? And he said he's the king of the Jews. So he asked him, are you the king of the Jews? Then Jesus asked him a question. Are you asking me this because you heard, you know it yourself, or because you heard it? Next verse. Next verse. Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered that thee unto me. What hast thou done? Next verse. Jesus answered, this way I've been going all night. My kingdom is not of this world. You know what Pilate was saying to him? Tell me if you are innocent or guilty. I can set you free. A warrior understands that there are certain battles you cannot run away from. The only way out is the thick of the battle. To come out on the other side, to take a shortcut, is to truncate destiny. To come out on the other side is to fight. You will have to enter into the thick of the warfare and fight. You are not permitted for the trophy until the giants are killed. You will have to go into the battle and fight. So Jesus looks at him and says, my kingdom is not of this world. If not, if I was fighting for this world, my servants would have done everything to make sure you cannot hold me. And some of the soldiers would have confirmed. They would have told him, we were in the guard, and one of his servants brought a sword. They were ready to fight. But he reminded them, it's not why we're here. It's not for territories, it's for men. Because the kingdoms of this